Another thing too with the unsuccessful investors, one of the things that I noticed with the people that are very unsuccessful, they're not looking at the whole picture. All they're looking for is the cheapest, right? Oh, I want the lowest rate. Oh, I want the lowest fees. Oh, I want the lowest this, lowest this, lowest this, lowest this. When I start hearing stuff like that, I start understanding, oh yeah, this guy's super unsuccessful. I know he's unsuccessful. And 9 times out of 10, he is. Just like I called it. You can still, we still end up closing those dudes, but they never actually get to the funding table because they're not good investors. I know that that's a red flag because if you're running a business, you're not asking those type of questions. It's because you understand that price is not the most important thing, especially if you're running a successful business. For me, for example, I buy stuff for my company all the time, right? But I don't buy stuff because it's the cheapest. I buy stuff that is the best fit for my company, right? You know, the marketing campaign that we do, I didn't buy the cheapest one. I bought the one that was the easiest to use and the most efficient for my company, even though it might have been on the higher end, right? Because I'm running a real business that makes real money. You get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, if you're the people that are unsuccessful, they don't treat it like a business. They treat it as if they're trying to buy something from a thrift shop. What's the cheapest shirt I can get? What's the best deal I can get? Like they're trying to buy something from a car dealership. Those are traits that will keep you unsuccessful because you're not looking at the whole entire picture. You know, I'm going to go off on one story. So, for example, I know a person, they hired a contractor, right? But they interviewed 10 different contractors, right? But instead of looking for the contractor who actually did the best work, the only question that this investor was asking these contractors was, what's the price? What's the bid? What's the price? What's the bid? And this investor didn't do no other research, and they only chose the contractor who was the cheapest. Come to find out, the contractor that was the cheapest ended up doing a horrible job. The tile was lopsided. They left grout. I mean, you can tell it was a horrible job from the pictures. And it was so sad because the place looked worse after the contractors went in. The before pictures looked better than the after pictures. Why? Because this particular investor was just looking for the cheapest, not the full overall picture. You know, is this person efficient? Do they show up on time? Do they answer my calls? Do they do this? Maybe they might be a couple $100 more expensive, but I get so much more out of it. Why won't I just go this route? Or even if it's a couple thousand, but this person is reliable, on time, get stuff done efficiently. They actually save me more money in the long run. But that's the difference between somebody who's unsuccessful and somebody who's successful. Is an unsuccessful person just looks at price and they don't look at the full picture, and it costs them actually more in the long run. Because guess what? The value of that house did not hit where he thought it was going to hit because he chose a cheap contractor. I hear stories like this all the time from unsuccessful people. So at the end of the day, when it comes to this investment thing, it's all about the maximum return on your dollar. And the only way you're going to get the maximum return on your dollar is having stuff done correctly, not having stuff done the cheapest. So that's a big mistake that a lot of unsuccessful investors make. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you want to book a one-on-one mentorship call with me, click the link in the bio. Whether you make less than $200,000, you need help getting there, or you make more and you want to jump into real estate investing, click the link in the bio, book a call with me ASAP.